Do you guys remember this video from about a year ago where the Golden Horde staged an attack on marbles such as Captain Penguin and Galaxy? Well, the Golden Horde is back at it again, but this time it's against the Triple Alliance. This is a point-based race where marbles achieve points the better they do, but they won't just go through the track one time, they go through the track 3 times, and the track will change after each race. You'll see what I mean the further we get into it. And lap 1 begins of race 1. As we go to the blue funnel, it looks like the Golden Horde members get in there first, and round and round there they go. It's hard to see who's in the lead, but it looks like the Aquateer and Blue Boxer, 2 members of the Triple Alliance, are in the lead. But Princess Speedy who's able to cut in there. The Blue Boxer gets through first, followed by the Aquateer, and then it looks like Captain Penguin goes to the red funnel. And that was to go to the red funnel with Snow White making a hit onto Captain Penguin, followed by the Wizard, creating chaos, and Golden Viper slowly going in. And now it's a 3v3 in the funnel as Princess Speedy struggles further up with the blue funnel. Wizard looks like to get ahead, followed by Golden Viper. And then we have the Aquateer pursuing them down. And the 3 remaining in there, it is Captain Penguin, followed quickly by the Blue Boxer, it looks to be. As we go to the yellow funnel now, Captain Penguin enters the funnel and misses opportunity as the Blue Boxer is fighting both Golden Viper and Wizard at the same time. And he looks to appear to lose to the both of them. Just actually, he gets through Golden Viper, but just barely. And now it's in the twin funnel with Golden Viper and Wizard, but Captain Penguin comes in to assist his fight. And now it is the 2v2, but Snow White comes in and makes a hit versus Captain Penguin. And now it looks like Captain Penguin is trying to attack Golden Viper, but the Aquateer goes past Golden Viper, but Golden Viper gets past Captain Penguin. And now we go up the elevator to the yellow funnel with Wizard in the lead. And then we have the Aquateer coming in. And then we have Golden Viper. The Aquateer makes a great hit though onto Wizard, taking the lead. Here comes Captain Penguin to make a hit onto Golden Viper. Golden Viper's out to defend himself and get through. And Snow White also makes a hit onto Captain Penguin, but his actual fails. Princess Speedy now trying to make a hit onto Blue Box, also fails. The Aquateer has a great lead going into the twin funnel by himself. Oh, this lead very close as everyone now enters the red funnel. Round and around they all go, trying to find that hole. And it looks like Snow White has the lead. Oh, and no, it is in fact Princess Speedy, followed by a bunch of marbles now going into the twin. Golden Viper making a great hit though onto Blue Boxer, getting ahead. But Snow White sneaks through everybody, followed by Princess Speedy, and then the Blue Boxer, then Wizard. And it looks like Captain Penguin, no, Captain Penguin's going to be second to last, with Golden Viper being in last place. Well, it looks like the elevator is having some issues. Hold on while I take a second to get the maintenance in here to come fix this. And now we have the elevator working again, and the marbles are able to rise. We have Aquateer still with a really good lead going into the yellow funnel, sorry. And then we have Snow White, and now we've entered lap 2 with the Blue Boxer spinning, and now here's Wizard, and then the Blue Boxer able to make a hit onto Snow White, and they come in. Wizard makes a hit onto Blue Boxer, but Blue Boxer is able to defend himself. And there we go, Princess Speedy and Golden Viper attacking Captain Penguin at the same time, juggling him. Meanwhile, in the red funnel, we have Wizard attacking the Aquateer as they're cycling. This doesn't seem to be going very well, but oh, it looks like Snow White hit the Aquateer. Now we have Blue Boxer fighting Princess Speedy and Golden Viper as Snow White is attacking Captain Penguin. Now we have Wizard fighting the Aquateer. It looks like Princess Golden Viper followed by Captain Penguin go to the twin funnel, followed by the Blue Boxer. Then we have Snow White, then the Wizard. And now they're in the twin. It looks like Captain Penguin's now attacking Golden Viper, and now they're cycling, but Snow White now has a solid lead. And it looks like everything's just kind of going to the plan of the Triple Alliance. They are now only losing to one of the Golden Horde members. Going into the elevator appears to have broken again. Get the maintenance, and they'll fix all of this, and it'll get out of the way here. After that fluffle, the elevator is now successfully working again. And we are now able to move up the elevator and go into the yellow funnel with Snow White, followed quickly by the Blue Boxer. And Blue Boxer is able to make a hit onto Snow White as we now enter lap 3. Snow White's able to keep her lead though, as it now looks like the Blue Boxer, followed by Captain Penguin and the Aquateer, extremely fast, as Blue Boxer is able to make a hit onto Snow White, and as her teammates come to assist her, they completely surround and separate Blue Boxer away from the rest of his teammates. Good team coordination. But they've pushed Blue Boxer close to the hole, but have separated Captain Penguin away. As they enter the split path and go to the final funnel of the first race, they are now all neck and neck in that final funnel. And now they are circling it. And it looks like we are Aquateer and Captain Penguin are double tagging Wizard. But who's gonna get through first? It's Blue Boxer, followed by Captain Penguin, and then I can't really tell who's going through. But it looks like Golden Viper is going to be last place in this race. Alright, now let's tally up those points and see who's in the lead. Points are given out as follows. First place got 7 points, second place got 6 points, and we just keep going down until last place gets a point. Because Triple Alliance is only 3 members with Golden Horde is 4, we give the Triple Alliance 2 points every round. Everyone decided that'd be fair. And the Triple Alliance have a score of 17 points, with Golden Horde as a score of 13. As we are currently receiving breaking news of something going down in the marble level. Gotta cover it. Yes, what you just witnessed was the fight between Captain Penguin, Blue Boxer, Golden Viper, and Princess Speedy. So now they'll be separated into different corridors as they start the race. But this is the track for round 2. So this will be when we say the previous different quarters as they start the race as we enter lap 1 of race 2. We are now in this twin funnel round and round. It looks like Aquateer had the lead before Snow White just stole it from him. And we have him followed by Princess Speedy, it looks like, as we go into the yellow funnel. And now we see the fight between Princess Speedy and the Aquateer, but Captain Penguin assists his teammate. But it looks like to no avail, though. The Aquateer does get through first. So do as you will. But now we have the Blue Boxer fighting Snow White. And now we go to the split path before going into another twin. And now we have Princess Speedy attacking the Blue Boxer, and he's able to get through before everyone else. And that puts them in the back, as then the Wizard just pushes Blue Boxer out of the way. And now he goes back. But it doesn't end up working, as Wizard goes in after him. But the Blue Boxer attacks Golden Viper. Now, Golden Viper tries to attack both Captain Penguin and Blue Boxer at the same time. But he isn't able to beat Blue Boxer, but he is able to beat Captain Penguin. This is bad, as now all 3 of our Triple Alliance members are in the back. And now they cycle through this funnel, which is a little funky, so Captain Penguin's able to get through it really fast. Going into the twin, though, we now have Golden Viper attacking all the 3 Triple Alliance members. This does not go well for it does, as he's able to beat both Blue Boxer and Captain Penguin just before Wizard and Snow White show up. We go through the belt, and now into the red funnel. Captain Penguin is able to get hit onto Golden Viper as Snow White attacks Blue Boxer. And then Wizard assists Snow White as Captain Penguin is able to beat Golden Viper. But the Blue Boxer loses his place, one of the Golden Horde members. And now we have Princess Speedy in the front, and we now kind of have the sides kind of to themselves. But Captain Penguin just beat both Wizard and Snow White. Blue kind of Golden Viper goes through kind of in between the Aquateer and Blue Boxer. Sorry for my stuttering. But now we have them all in the twin meeting again. Now we have Captain Penguin trying to make moves onto Snow White. He pushes her out of the way and goes into the barriers. But both Blue Boxer and Aquateer struggle into the twin funnel, going into the barriers. This is the funnel right before to the elevator, so you really don't want to struggle at this point. Going to the elevators and into the blue funnel, Blue Boxer tries to come in and shake things up. He hits Wizard, giving the Aquateer free to go into the funnel faster. He does, beating Golden Viper. And does Blue Boxer beat Wizard? Yes, he does. He does end up beating Wizard out. Now, going up the elevator, luckily, they said no brakes, and we have Princess Speedy in the lead, followed by Captain Penguin, and now Captain Penguin's in the yellow blue white funnel, followed by Snow White, and now they're kind of duking it out between who goes first. But when Aquateer enters, things get spicy, as Snow White fails to attack Captain Penguin. The Aquateer is trying to kind of set a screen for his teammate, but misses. But it gets harder as Golden Viper shows up. But then the Blue Boxer comes in, and so does Wizard. And then the Aquateer is able to get through both Snow White and Golden Viper. But as Blue Boxer shows pushing Snow White out of the way, so she goes by later. And now Captain Penguin's attacking Princess Speedy in the red funnel, and Princess Speedy is able to beat Captain Penguin, but Captain Penguin goes into the twin funnel, beating her out. In the red funnel, we have Snow White versus Aquateer, and Blue Boxer versus Golden Viper. But their fights converge, and now they're cycling. And now they're in the twin. We can see that Captain Penguin's able to make really good hits onto Princess Speedy, and he's able to go through before her. But in the twin, now we have the Aquateer and Blue Boxer, and they're going in the red funnel. We have them all kind of convening as Snow White, Golden Viper, and Wizard try to attack Blue Boxer and kind of beat him up, but he only loses to one of their ranks. Now going into that yellow funnel, he tries to get through as fast as he can. And he does go through pretty fast, for a marble anyway. He does unfortunately lose his place to one of the marbles, that being Snow White, but Captain Penguin does have the lead going to lap 2. Unfortunately, Blue Boxer took a really long time, only losing to Golden Viper and the Wizard, which was kind of expected to beat Wizard. But Wizard attacks Blue Boxer. That doesn't go well for Wizard. But as Blue Boxer pursues Snow White, we have them all kind of ganging up to try to defend themselves from attacks against the other 3 members of the Golden Horde. As Princess Speedy has already gotten through. It looks like the Aquateer will go first, followed by Captain Penguin, and then the Blue Boxer goes through. Oh wait, never mind. Wizard pushes him out of the way and is able to get through. But we have, it looks like the Golden Viper is able to only get second to last. And now we go up to the elevator. There's a lot going on, so you gotta make sure to take deep breaths. As we now enter lap 2. We have the Aquateer attacking Princess Speedy, and it seems to no avail, but he does slow her down a little bit, allowing Captain Penguin to go in there and try to screw things up. But with help from the Wizard, she's able to get through just fine. Now Captain Penguin and the Aquateer teaming up to defend themselves from Wizard attacks. And the Blue Boxer now has to defend himself against the remaining 3 Golden Horde members, which he does so with kind of ease. Wizard gets through him, but no one else really does. Going to that red funnel, we have Wizard now coming through and trying to attack Captain Penguin, as the Aquateer attacks Princess Speedy. Blue Boxer has to deal with Snow White, as Captain Penguin now has to deal with both Wizard and Golden Viper. He does deal with both of them at the same time, going into the twin funnel to assist Aquateer's efforts. We can see on the left side, the Blue Boxer doesn't do so well with dealing with the other Golden Horde members, and just barely beats Snow White out. But in the twin, he causes chaos, allowing his partner and himself to get through before Golden Viper, Wizard, and Snow White. Going into the red funnel, though, they all now have to attack Snow White together. Princess Speedy together, because Snow White causes chaos and prevents both the Blue Boxer and Captain Penguin from getting through. And this pushes Captain Penguin very far down. Going into that split path section, we now have them cycling with I can't tell who's really first right now. It looks like it'll be Princess Speedy, followed by the Aquateer as Captain Penguin tries to make moves on Snow White, and Wizard tries to make moves on Blue Boxer. Looks like both Wizard and Snow White go into that twin funnel, with Captain Penguin not that far behind, and Golden Viper very far behind. And now they're all trying to not be further back. And now they are, Blue Boxer just kind of gets bullied out of his place, and now goes to the elevator to lap 3 in last to Golden Viper, who is extremely far back. Golden Viper's able to get hit onto the Aqua Tier, pushing her further back. But the Blue Boxer comes back in with a vengeance, assisting the Aqua Tier into pushing back the Golden Viper. Putting the Aqua Tier and himself ahead of Golden Viper. Just takes a second to go through the funnel, and we have another problem. Get over here, maintenance. Sorry about that. Everything just wants to seem to break today. But we now go up on the elevator, and it looks like Princess Speedy is in the lead, followed by Snow White, and then Captain Penguin. If we go further up on the elevator, we can now see them all in the white funnel. A counterintuitive hit by Snow White onto her own teammate as we enter lap 3. That counterintuitive hit may have pushed them forward. I'm not entirely sure what it did. It did give Captain Penguin time to try to calculate what to do. And he just got defended pretty hard by Princess Speedy. And now he's trying to push her away from the funnel. And now with everybody in there, we have the Aqua Tier and Golden Viper and Blue Boxer all fighting. Sorry for the really long pause. We now go into that yellow funnel. Wizard tries to now attack Captain Penguin. He makes a successful hit, but does it end up working as Princess Speedy seems to get stuck in the yellow. And then Golden Viper tries to assist in pushing Captain Penguin away, and it doesn't work. But Captain Penguin gets stuck and requires to get freed by Golden Viper. Captain Penguin attacks Wizard. This puts him closer to that pole, but not close enough to not be Princess Speedy. Golden Viper pushes the Aqua Tier out of the way, but it does little to affect the Aqua Tier's placement. As now we go to that yellow funnel, and Captain Penguin again fighting Princess Speedy. But now we have Wizard and Golden Viper attacking Aqua Tier, while Blue Boxer attacks them both. And then we see that fighting in the yellow funnel here, with the Blue Boxer getting the slight edge and the Aqua Tier getting an edge. Going into the twin funnel, we have Snow White just getting slammed around by everybody, and we have a final jump before the blue funnel. And now they all enter. The Aqua Tier just got pushed into the back, but he's able to make a successful hit onto Wizard. Captain Penguin trying to get a good placement, but he gets pushed out of the way by Princess Speedy and Wizard. Princess Speedy gets before him, and so does Wizard. So now we have Captain Penguin in 3rd place, Snow White in 4th place, the Aqua Tier in 5th, and Blue Boxer in 6th, with Golden Viper again placing in 7th place. Not a good race. That wasn't a good race for Golden Viper, but now we get to the updated statistics for race 2. As we can see, the Triple Alliance, with the 2 points they get, they now get a 4 points from the 2-point bonus. Look at the +4 is up there. They now have 30 points. The Golden Horde, with their 4 members, now has 32 points. This is the final track they will race on for the final race of today. Here we go again in lap 1 of the final race. And they are off. They are off. Thank you. Why that took so long. In the twin funnel, they are now. It looks like that somebody's already in that red funnel, which is extremely fast. It looks like the Triple Alliance is in the back to start. That's not very good. We can see that Captain Penguin hit Wizard with, which is also now Snow White with the assistance of the Aqua Tier. But Princess Speedy and Golden Viper in the front are now unscathed. And now Captain Penguin and the Aqua Tier are now defending themselves from the attacks from Wizard and Snow White as they now go through the click-clackers and then into the red funnel. We can see that Captain Penguin is now hitting Golden Viper while Princess Speedy is attacked by the Aqua Tier. The Aquateer is able to get through quite nicely, along with Golden Viper. Golden Viper has to assist in the Blue Boxer fight because he was attacking Snow White. But Snow White's able to get through before Blue Boxer does. Princess Speedy maintains her lead, but Golden Viper is able to push Aquateer out of the way, and even Snow White's able to get through before Captain Penguin does. Going into that blue funnel now, it is a little wonkier today. Captain Penguin's able to get through before Snow White with just one quick hit. Going into the barriers and into the click clacker, we are now into they have, and also the bell, which I almost forgot, which what you guys should do. You guys should like, subscribe, and hit the bell if you enjoyed the videos. But now we have Aquateer and Captain Penguin team tagging Princess Speedy, with Snow White being the only reason they quit, which now they team tag her instead. Captain Penguin is able to get the lead, but going into the blue funnel, when Princess Speedy goes into the yellow one, Golden Viper attacks Captain Penguin into the blue funnel, and now they're cycling round and round with one another. And it looks like, I actually can't tell, but it looks like Princess Speedy has a slight edge, with Blue Box doing anything he can to help. Princess Speedy got the edge over Captain Penguin in that kind of 1v1 separately, but now they're in the twin again. Golden Viper and Snow White coming in. Captain Penguin's going to do hard to try to keep his place. Princess Speedy beating him out, but Golden Viper trying and doing so as well. Now Captain Penguin is able to beat out Snow White with, looks like they're all trying to beat out Wizard, which seems what they're going to do. Captain Penguin's able to hit Golden Viper and also 6 twice and defeat him. However, Snow White's able to defeat Blue Boxer with a mistimed hit by the Aquateer. However, they are both able to defeat Wizard. When Wizard goes down to the elevator, we are going to get a different perspective. This perspective is much better. We can see much more. And Princess Speedy kind of shaking as she goes up the elevator. But first, it is. The elevator stopped for a moment. I thought it was going to break, but luckily it didn't. And now we go up the elevator just fine. And now we go to that white funnel. And now they go round and round. Okay, with Captain Penguin right behind her. And then Snow White right behind him. And now, Captain Penguin trying to make moves to push Snow White, Princess Speedy back. I cannot say that name right now. But Captain Penguin is able to push back Golden Viper and allow the Aquateer to do the same. However, it is failed, and they now go into that red funnel, just killing the twin, and now Captain Penguin has to juggle all 3 of them at the same time, only losing really to Princess Speedy, thanks to the efforts of Blue Boxer pushing Golden Viper out of the way. But then this funnel was a little wonky, allowing both Princess Speedy and Snow White to get past Captain Penguin. But is Golden Viper able to get past both Blue Boxer and the Aquateer? Yes, but there was almost a pass in the barriers. Going past the bell and into the red funnel. Princess Speedy Snow White was attacking Captain Penguin, but due to a mistimed hit by Golden Viper, she is no longer. And now Captain Penguin is free. And now Captain Penguin is able to sneak the lead, with Blue Boxer also sneaking ahead of all the other Golden Horde members. This is crazy. And now they are cycling round and round. Princess Speedy is viciously attacking Captain Penguin. Yes, now they are trying to get that 1-on-1 spot. We also can't ignore the Golden Viper and Blue Boxer fight. However, Princess Speedy beats Captain Penguin, Blue Boxer beats Golden Viper, and now as they go into the twin, it is now a 2v1, now a 2v2. With Captain Penguin, I believe, trying to attack Princess Speedy, but Princess Speedy still has the edge. And now the Aquateer is trying to get into the swing of things, and is able to get a good placing. However, the Golden Viper is able to beat both Blue Boxer and Aquateer, but it is unable to see that coming, where the Blue Boxer is getting ahead of everyone. We get a second better perspective on the elevator, just getting the same perspective we got before. We now go up again, with Princess Speedy once again in the lead. We are kind of focusing on the blue boxer as we go up, which is totally fine. We go into the white funnel to see Captain Penguin and Princess Speedy battling it out in lap 2. And now they are dueling it out with Princess Speedy losing, I believe, to Captain Penguin in that white funnel. Yes, thanks to the efforts of Blue Boxer, who is kind of under attack right now due to the Golden Viper. But the Aqua Tier is also fighting Snow White, and is able to sneak by both Golden Viper and Snow White. This is incredible. Now the three of them are in the back. And now they go to the twin funnel once again, with all three of them ahead of all three of the Golden Horde members. The Triple Alliance is doing really well right now. But into the blue funnel, we see a similar picture, with Captain Penguin and the Blue Boxer attacking Princess Speedy, while the Aqua Tier gets attacked by Wizard and Snow White. And although Captain Penguin and Blue Boxer are able to get ahead, the Aqua Tier is pushed further behind. And now, not only is Princess Speedy able to get ahead of her, but all of them are able to get ahead of him as well. Going into that red funnel, we can see the chaos unfolding there. It is so chaotic, but somehow the Blue Boxer and Princess Speedy are able to maintain the lead, and the Aqua Tier is too. Now all of the Triple Alliance members are ahead of all of the Golden Horde members. This is insane. And it is Captain Penguin and Blue Boxer able to maintain their spots. Aqua Tier is too, but with tight pressure from Golden Horde members, the Aqua Tier is able to not get through. Just kidding, get through, but only losing to Princess Speedy. And now they're all fighting into that blue elevator. The Aqua Tier is pushed further back by all the Golden Horde members, but he doesn't lose much ground, only losing to Princess Speedy and Snow White. But Captain Penguin and the Blue Boxer are still ahead of them all. We go up to the final lap of our race today, lap 3, and now they're all in the elevator. Moving in, Princess Speedy tries to make a hit onto somebody, but is unable to thus far. She does try to hit on Captain Penguin, but the dual defense between her and Blue Boxer is Blue Boxer is just too strong. However, the Aqua Tier continues to get beat around and is trying to get through, but now only loses to Princess Speedy, getting a place. But Snow White just snuck to that jump hole, beating Blue Tier, and now they're fighting into that jump funnel. So now Princess Speedy and the Wizard are able to beat the Aqua Tier out, and now Princess Speedy is attacking both Blue Boxer and Aqua Tier at the same time. And now they're all kind of jumbled up again. Princess Speedy being all three, because now they're all three together again. Wizard does too. Now Aqua Tier is the one hit that, followed by Captain Penguin going into the barriers. There was again almost a pass, but didn't quite happen. Now Aqua Tier, along with Captain Penguin, attacked Princess Speedy. And now we have with Blue Boxer being attacked by both Snow White and Wizard. Captain Penguin and the Aqua Tier able to get through pretty fast. The Blue Boxer doing only slightly worse, losing to, I believe, 2 of the 3 members. Now they're struggling to go to that split path section. It is still doing just fine. The Blue Boxer now losing to more of the members, but ultimately trying not to do bad. Now he's losing to all of them. That's not good. It pushes 2 of them out of the way as he goes to the jump path. Not struggling a little bit to get in there. He is able to get through and makes a hit onto Snow White. But when Wizard comes in, pushes Blue Boxer out of the way. And then he gets in just before Golden Viper does. We need to calibrate the last set of points. Well, there's now 6 points they get from the Triple Alliance points. We now have the final scores, with Triple Alliance getting 46 points to the Golden Horde getting 45, which you know what that means. Yes, it does. It means that the Triple Alliance wins! Of a hard-fought battle, Triple Alliance wins this race against the Golden Horde. But I don't think the Golden Horde is done just yet. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment down below who you thought was going to win, and I'll see you guys next time.